Now I realize the situation is that I'm just a killer, and I'm just gonna keep killing people. So I think they should just lock me up, because I don't deserve to be around people, because I'm just gonna keep killing people, and that's just the nature of the beast.
Unfortunately, George Yzaguirre wasn't lying about who he was. In late November 2019, the 37-year-old brutally murdered his longtime friend and roommate, David Yzaguirre Jr., stabbing him 70 times. But it didn't end there. Just days later, Yzaguirre robbed and killed 63-year-old Ed Fuller. The crimes themselves were horrific, but what truly unsettled investigators was Yzaguirre's complete emotional detachment throughout it all.
And I stabbed him a whole bunch of times and almost basically took his head off and went to sleep.
I'm just gonna keep killing people.
But you say that, but you don't want to be that guy, right?
I am that guy.
But you don't want to be that guy, do you?
I am that guy.
Now, detectives must unravel the psyche of a man they believe is capable of unimaginable violence, exposing the distorted mindset behind one of Michigan's most brutal double homicides. George Yzaguirre lived in Kent County, Michigan. He appeared to be living a relatively ordinary domestic life. On December 3, 2019, George Yzaguirre walked into a Walmart in Kent County, Michigan, and approached store employees telling them he needed the police. Authorities were called, and when officers arrived, Yzaguirre calmly surrendered without resistance. Detectives had no idea that in the next few hours, they would be pulled into an absolute nightmare.
I'm Tim.
George.
Nice to meet you, George.
Darren.
I called you last night. I don't know if you saw any of my messages or anything like that.
Yep.
Mind if we sit down?
Go ahead. Take a seat. Please.
So, because you're here, we need to read your rights before we can talk to you.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So that's something we have to do. Sorry. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to the presence of a lawyer before and during any questioning. And if you wish a lawyer and can't afford one, the court will appoint one. You understand all those? You know why we got to read them?
Yeah.
Because you're not really free to leave right now, we need to talk to you. That's why we have to read them. You understand all those?
Yep, I'm being detained.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to me? You wanted to talk to somebody.
Yeah. At this point, I'm pretty much screwed and everything with ballistics and evidence and so forth, and so yeah. I killed my best friend Thanksgiving morning. I came home drunk and on drugs, crack cocaine, and I took acid. And I remember coming home, and I've been sober for about a half a year now. He came out of his room and had something negative to say to me, and about me being my sobriety, so on and so forth. And my wife had just left me on my anniversary, mind you, and I've been pretty messed up ever since.
Without hesitation, George admits to killing his best friend, David Yzaguirre. Detectives notice something unusual. George isn't struggling to remember or attempting to minimize his actions. He's recounting them with remarkable clarity. Remaining on his feet throughout the confession, he subtly reverses the power dynamic, turning the interrogation room into a stage where he, not the detectives, dictated the truth. Detectives chose not to interrupt as the emotions poured out, and one by one, George revealed the horrific details of that night, each confession darker than the last.
And I've been doing a lot of crazy stuff out there, I've been doing some really gangster stuff. So I'm not even going to all of that, but I will tell you that came home that morning tripping and high on drugs, and he verbally assaulted me and went back in his room to go lay down. And I went in there and I stabbed him a whole bunch of times and almost basically took his head off. And I went to sleep, and I woke up and I woke up and thought it was a dream. Thought it was a horrible freaking dream that just can't be true. Like somebody, you ever have a bad dream you just can't wake up from? And you know what? I'm covered in his blood, my hands and everything. I stabbed the shit out of my friend and I killed him. And I went into his room and I saw that I killed him.
George's almost detached demeanor catches detectives off guard. But what he confesses next pushes the case into territory far more sinister than they were prepared for.
And I didn't really know what to do. And that made me a little bit more nuts. So I drove around, not wanting to go back home for a couple days. I just drove around, didn't know what to do. And I collected money from a bunch of people that owed me money, and I've been high on drugs and liquored up ever since. And, mind you, about 2 hours ago, killed somebody else. Well, it was me. Stabbed him to death, too.
Where's that at?
Trailer park over off 76th Street.
Who was that?
His name's Ed. His credit cards and stuff were in my wallet when you guys arrested me.
Okay.
I turned myself into home. Actually, I went into a Walmart to turn myself in. I told my mom goodbye. And, trying to see if anything else out. Well, anyway, his credit cards weren't in my wallet. Okay, so you'll know his full name because the credit cards in my wallet that aren't mine.
How do you know Ed's dead?
Because I just stabbed him to death.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of opened his throat and his head and a bunch and brutally murdered him. The thing is I don't feel safe around people because I don't trust that I won't do it again. I feel like this is a horrible nightmare I just can't wake up from, but at the same time I don't trust myself around people, obviously. Obviously I'm a killer. I think some people are just born killers. And for some reason I feel really calm. Cool and collective.
Do you have any injuries, or your hands got some cuts on them? Is that?
That was from David. My best friend for 18 years.
Where is David?
After driving around for a couple days, I went back home because I felt bad about the whole situation, and I still wanted to make sure it wasn't a dream. Fortunately, it's still reality. Can't wake up from this dream. Fortunately, this ain't a dream. This is actually reality. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's whatever. I'm not waking up though, and now I'm talking to you guys, and it's I don't know. I can't tell if this is either one. I really can't tell what this is.
Okay.
I can't. I think it's a dream, but I hope it's. I hope tomorrow I wake up and this is all fake. It's just one big dream, but I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's real. It's real, right?
Yeah, it's real, George. Sit down, man. Sit down, let's talk. Let's get you through this.
This is fake. This is a big dream. No, man.
On December 3rd, 2019, just one day before he turned himself in, George committed a second murder, fatally stabbing 63-year-old Ed Fuller during a robbery at Fuller's home. Detectives are stunned by how calmly George admits to everything. His flat tone and emotional imbalance stand in stark contrast to the violence he describes. To understand what could have led to such brutality, interrogators turn their focus to his relationship with the first victim, David Yzaguirre Jr. At the time of the murder, George was living in a duplex, which he shared with David. The two were longtime friends and roommates in 2019, a bond that made the crime even more unsettling. One victim was a trusted friend, the other a stranger. When an offender shifts so quickly from emotionally driven violence to instrumental violence, it often suggests that the internal barriers restraining aggression have begun to erode. Detectives begin tracing the events that unfold in the aftermath of the killing.
I don't want to get to this.
So you said you came home to see if it was still real. What happened?
It was real. So I took his body and I folded it up in a blanket and I put it in the back of my car. And I drove around with him for about a day or so. And I didn't know what to do. And I dumped him in the woods. I dumped him behind fucking some site.
Where at?
Bought by some speedway layers or something.
You know which one?
Somebody. I've been high and drunk for days. They busted me when they busted me. They got my crack pipe. And, I've been tripping balls.
So try to help me out. Try to help me figure out where he is.
I don't know. I remember.
If we can do anything, we can.
I remember a speedway. There was a speedway, and somewhere it was
around Grand Rapids.
Yeah, no, I don't know where it was. I just kept driving. Honestly, I can't tell you. You know.
You know what city you were in?
Just drove. There was a speedway. I remember a speedway. I remember. Myers. I remember Myers speedway. That's all I remember.
Did you call anybody when you were up by the mire in the speedway?
No, I didn't.
No. Do you remember what day it was?
I remember when I moved his body. His was already starting to stink. Smelled like a dead corpse.
Mm-hmm.
The back of my vehicle smells like a dead corpse. And I've been riding around the city getting drunk and high for 2 days, thinking that this is a dream, but not knowing this isn't a dream, and then I don't know, it's just a dream. I wake up and then it's still not a dream.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Like, so, and then, you know, it's,
Other than what happened with David, you liked him normally, right? You lived with him. You got along with him okay at times.
we've been friends for years.
Yeah.
18 years. My best friends.
We don't want him laying out in the woods. We want to get him to where he belongs.
I want you to get him where he belongs.
We got to think about how can we find him? How can we make this part right?
It's not gonna bring him back.
It's not.
No.
But it's gonna give his family some peace.
So there's Speedway and then there's Myers. And I was driving. It was in the country somewhere.
You remember open fields, forest, corn?
It's like a little bit of both.
Okay. You remember how long it took you to get home? Back down to Grand Rapids after that?
Wow. 45 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Near the highway.
I don't know. I know there's a Speedway and there's a Myers. And then,
Like right next to each other?
yeah, they were close.
By this point, detectives understood the facts of the crime. But one critical question lingers: is George using his mental health as a way to deflect responsibility? His behavior doesn't feel confused or remorseful. And now detectives are growing increasingly curious about one thing above all else: his motive. It is rarely just about what happened in the final moments before a murder. Detectives know that explosive violence is often the result of pressures building long before the final encounter. Their challenge is determining whether George's explanation reflects the true catalyst or merely the final spark.
I was just trying to take his credit card to get away, but I just stabbed him. Anyways, just kept stabbing him.
Did he fight back? Was he awake or?
Threw a blanket on him. Just stabbed him. Just sleeping.
He was sleeping.
I threw a blanket on him and I got his credit cards. And I tried to get his PIN number. Gave me his PIN number, and then I stabbed him.
Did you count him before you asked for the PIN number?
I got the PIN number, stabbed him. Stabbed him. Face, in the head, in the neck.
What did you do after that?
I went to the Shell gas station, and I ate a 6-inch sub, Subway, and then I went to Walmart, and there was no reception in there, and I was gonna call the cops. So by the time I got to Walmart, I realized that I don't deserve to be around people because I'm just gonna kill someone else.
So were you walking or driving from the trailer?
Walking. Just walking. All that, so you gotta get all the evidence against me and you know to convict me in court. I don't want to be around anybody else. I'm just gonna kill people.
So going back to Thanksgiving morning, do you know what time it was that you got home?
I was smashed.
Okay. Was it like nighttime morning or was it like?
I remember the incident, but thinking it was a dream, and then waking up in blood, knowing it's not a dream, then and then I'm
hoping it was.
It's not. And now I realize the situation is that I'm just a killer, and I kill people, and I'm just gonna keep killing people. So I think they should just lock me up because I don't deserve to be around people because I'm just gonna keep killing people. And that's just the nature of the beast. I think some people don't deserve to be around other people. And I don't deserve to be around other people because I'm just going to fuck everybody's life up. That's what I do.
So do you remember if it was nighttime morning when you got home or like breakfast time morning when you got back home? Thanksgiving morning.
It was early. So, all right.
Okay.
I don't know. It was like somewhere between where like nightfall or night rise, like when the sun rises. I don't remember what time. I just remember when I went to sleep, I woke up thinking it was a dream. I went in his room and I realized that it wasn't a dream at all. I didn't know what to do, so I freaked out and I was gonna call the cops, but then I didn't call the cops, and then I kept going back to the house to make sure it wasn't a dream, and I kept seeing his dead body, and I kept going back there again and again, and I went back there like a whole bunch of times to see if it was a dream, and it wasn't a dream. It's not a dream.
So what happened?
So his room was tore up because I literally tore up his whole room for anything of value to just get high as fuck, drunk as fuck, because I just threw my life away. And I had already realized that my life is garbage. And I've already thrown everything away. And I can't wake up from this shit. This is a fucked up life and a fucked up dream that I just can't wake up from. So, tried to overdose. That shit just doesn't work. Apparently I have a really high tolerance for drugs. Happens when you do a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
George Yzaguirre's behavior reveals something interrogators often see in offenders who lose their internal restraints. This wasn't violence driven by panic or self-defense. Instead, he appeared strikingly detached from the consequences of his actions, shifting from killing a close friend over a perceived insult to murdering a stranger during a robbery just days later. While there is no public evidence that he was ever diagnosed as a psychopath or a sociopath, his actions displayed several traits commonly associated with severe antisocial behavior. It sounds like an acknowledgement that whatever once restrained him had already broken. With the behavioral picture becoming clearer, detectives turn their attention to what comes next.
You moved his car over to the church?
I did anything I could at first to figure out like
how soon after this happened?
It was probably like the morning after that. I moved his car, or the next night or something like that. I moved his car to the church parking lot because I freaked out and I was trying to like, okay, I had to readjust. I was like, all right, this is really true. It's really real.
Yeah.
You did this. You really did this. And I freaked out. So I was like, well, how could I get away with this? And I was like, you can't get away with this, dude. I was like, there's no getting away with this. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did. So I was like, oh, but I panicked and I moved his car over to the church parking lot because I know that, I don't know, my forensics and everything these days, anyways, there's no point in trying to lie to anybody, or there's no point in trying to deceive anybody or anything. And, you know, I turned myself in because I realized I'm just going to keep telling people.
But you say that, but you don't want to be that guy, right?
I am that guy.
But you don't want to be that guy, do you?
I am that guy. It's that guy.
So what happened later on Thanksgiving after you had moved the car?
I washed my hands and all that other crazy shit. And after I actually, after Thanksgiving, I woke up or whatever. When I woke up, I found out I wasn't dreaming because I was covered in blood. I washed myself off and freaked out, moving vehicle, kept going back there every other day. It was like, oh no. You know, and it was real. My life is real.
Where did you wash yourself off at?
Bathroom sink.
Where were you going in between leaving and then coming back home?
Just panicking. Just getting more drugs. Just a drug alcohol field. I've been drinking fist of Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Hennessy, E&J, Captains. I'm drunk, driving around.
Did you tell anybody else about what had happened?
I told Ed I killed him.
When did you tell Ed?
I told Ed the other day. And then last night they took my car from in front of Ed's house. And I felt like they were coming for me because I already feel guilty. And I panicked. And then I killed him.
So you said you went up to her place for Thanksgiving.
I was only there for like a couple hours and then I took off.
Was David with you?
No.
Was David still in the house?
Yeah.
So I really want to help this family out. I really want to find where he's at. I don't want him laying out in the snow. You don't want him laying out in the snow. We gotta think.
Did you stop anywhere else?
I've been up for days and drinking and drugging. Like, I really don't know where he is.
Did you buy anything while you were out? Did you go into the mire? Did you go into the speedway?
Did you have to fill up your gas tank?
Yeah, I did. I remember being mud. There was mud on the vehicle when I flew in the woods.
Okay.
Did you have to drive back far into the woods, or was it pretty close to whatever road you were on?
It was It's like right by. I remember being by a speedway.
Okay. Was it snowy already, or were the roads clear? With snow on the ground. Snow. There was snow on the ground.
It's now crystal clear. That night, Yzaguirre attacked Eisner inside the house, stabbing him repeatedly. There was no prolonged struggle, no sign of planning, just sudden eruption of violence that ended a life within minutes. However, the full truth only emerged when Brown County deputies took over, and his admissions changed the entire course of the case.
Kind of got brought up, stuff that happened over there, and since that's not in the city of Kentwood, since that's in Byron Township, Sheriff's Office kind of area that we cover and patrol, we wanted to come down here and talk to you about what happened. All right? When did you get over to that house? Was it today? Was it yesterday? Had you been there for a few days?
I've been.
I'm sorry. Not allergy or anything, do you?
No.
Is that okay? Almost?
Yeah, it's not.
Right.
I went over there about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Was that the first time you went there? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. What brought you over there?
Just hanging out. I just eventually found my way over there to some spot that people were chilling at.
Okay.
And everybody over there just does drugs. They're all drug addicts.
Okay. Whose house is it?
Some guy named Ed.
Was that the first time you met Ed 3-4 weeks ago, or did you know him prior to that?
I didn't know him prior to the 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay. Does anyone besides Ed live there?
I don't think so.
Just Ed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you made your way over there. What was your connection to Ed?
Drugs.
Just drugs?
Drugs.
What kind of drugs?
Crack cocaine.
Okay.
Just crack cocaine and weed. And I was doing acid. Also, I've also been up for like days. Even not now, I go about 2-3 days without sleeping at all.
Who introduced you to Ed?
I don't even remember how I met him.
Does Ed deal drugs, or is he just a user?
It's just a crack house.
Just where people go use drugs?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 3-4 weeks ago, it was the first time you made your way over to Ed's house. The first time you met him. Well, when were you most recently at Ed's house? When everything happened that you came in today to talk about?
Last night.
Last night you went over there?
Mm-hmm.
About what time was that?
I've been over there for days on end already. Like, I just
And head over there frequently?
Getting high and drinking, doing any drug I can get my hands on.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time you were at Ed's house?
Last night.
Last night? About what time did you get there?
I've been there for days, like I said. I've been there for days.
Coming and going? Okay. What time did you get there yesterday?
I was already there because I've been there for days.
Okay. How many days do you think you've been there? A few days.
Everything just blends in now.
Blends in. Okay.
Everything just blends in.
How do you get over there?
I had a vehicle.
You had a vehicle? You had a car?
What kind of? They took my car, Ford Edge.
Ford Edge.
2008 Ford Edge.
What color is it?
White.
Is it registered to you?
Oh, cream color. It's registered to my wife.
But it's your car. Like you typically drive it?
Yep.
With no prior relationship between George Yzaguirre and Ed Fuller, detectives established that the killing was motivated purely by robbery, not anger, revenge, or personal dispute. With that foundation in place, investigators pressed Yzaguirre to walk them through the crime step by step, focusing on how he carried it out.
Before we broke to use the bathroom there, you said you'd been hanging out at Ed's house kind of for a while, a few days. Who else has been hanging out over there?
People.
People? What names do you know for these people? Don't know. Okay.
Man, I want to be cooperative.
Yeah, if you don't know their names, that's fine. I'm sure it's a house like that.
I've been up for days on end doing drugs and drinking.
Sure.
So
I understand that.
And I tell you the truth, that everything's like at first when I even killed my best friend, I thought it was a dream. And
sure.
Then
so tell me about what happened.
It's not a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine because I know what I am, and dude. Yeah, I mean.
So what happened with Ed? Can you take me through what happened? How things went downhill with Ed? So you're hanging out over at his house, and what happened?
I was drinking and doing drugs, okay. And I confessed to him that I had killed my best friend, and he didn't believe me. So I brought him to my house to show him.
Okay.
Because I had to show someone else what I had done, because I was up. This was still reality.
Sure.
And I wanted someone else to know that this is real.
Sure.
And he came with me. And I didn't believe it. He said he wouldn't freak out. And he told me that he wasn't going to freak out.
Okay.
And then I had, if he was going to freak out, I didn't know what else I was going to do. So.
When was it that you took him over to your house?
A couple of days ago.
A couple of days ago? So today's Tuesday. Was it Monday? Was it Sunday? Was there snow on the ground? Was there no snow on the ground?
It was the first day of snow.
First day of snow? Was it during the daytime, daylight, dark?
So,
was it morning, midday, late afternoon? Do you know? If you don't know, that's fine. It was daylight though, so it was probably Sunday during the day.
Something like that.
And it was just the two of you that went, or did anyone else go with you?
Just me.
Was anyone else there to overhear you talking about this, or was this something you just confided in just him?
Just him.
Just him? Okay. So you guys go over to your house.
I told my mom last night that I was going to turn myself in. She told me that she just wanted to be with me to turn myself in. She told me to get in her car last night when I told her. I didn't want to. I thought I was really paranoid because I was still tripping.
Where was that at? Where'd you see your mom at?
Burton and Clyde Park. I told her that it was a dream. I thought that it was a dream. I still think, I don't know. I still think I'm dreaming. But that is not a dream. So obviously I'm not dreaming.
Sure. So you took Ed over to your house, and then what happened?
He didn't freak out.
He didn't freak out?
He helped me get rid of the body.
Okay. What did you guys do?
We wrapped David up, put him in a blanket, and put him in the back of my car. And I was driving around for a long time. was in the back of my car,
And Ed was with you?
and I was waiting for Ed to freak out. Because I was still freaking out. And I was still freaking out about the whole thing. And then last night, they picked up my car in front of Ed's house.
The police did?
Someone did. And I thought I saw headlights and stuff.
Uh-huh. So then what happened after they picked up your car? Was Ed still alive at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. Was anyone else over there besides you and Ed?
Just me.
Okay. So what happens after that?
I freaked out and I stabbed Ed in the throat a bunch of times and in the head. And I took his credit cards. I was gonna go and I was gonna run. And I was gonna go and I went to Walmart. Actually, first I went to a couple different ATMs to try to get money out, but they wouldn't let me get money out. Then I went to Subway at Shell Gas on 54th, and I ate a 6-inch sub after stabbing it in the head. And then I ate the sub. I knew I threw my life away, and this was the last time I could eat anything normal. So I'm getting locked up for the rest of my life. And I realized that this is reality, and it's not a dream anymore. So there's nothing I can do. And I can't be around people because I'm just going to kill somebody else.
After gathering and cross-checking every detail, detectives shift to the core of the interrogation. What triggered this inhumane violence?
So why do you think this happened?
I'm not right in the head.
Something happened recently?
I've always not been right in the head.
Always. Like mental illness type stuff, or are you diagnosed with anything?
I got PTSD, bipolar depression.
Are you on medication for any of that?
They want me to take medication, but I don't want to take it.
Don't want to take them. Okay.
I'm going to share that up.
Where are you?
In my mental state of mind, I shouldn't drink because I'll go crazy.
What all were you doing last night? Were you drinking? Alcohol? What kind?
I was drinking Jack Daniels.
Mixing it, drinking it straight.
I was drinking Jack Daniels, smoking weed, smoking crack.
Anything else?
I did LSD.
Last night you did? Where did you get the Jack from?
Liquor store.
Which one?
One over off of 52nd and 52nd Eastern. I don't remember what it's called. A little blue liquor store. I've been buying random shots from whatever store. I've been going around getting drunk.
How long has this been going on where you've been on this spiral?
Since my wife left me on my anniversary.
That's kind of what set you off? What day is that?
She left me on 9/15.
Were you guys living together
At my
at
house.
your house? Was David living there too, or did he move in afterwards?
He was already living there.
He was already living there. Were you still living there? Did you move out? Did she move out? Said she left you.
Yeah, she left me.
Okay. Have you been staying there since, or is this when you started kind of hanging out at Ed's?
I was perfectly fine. I had a job. I was doing everything I could do. I was being a good provider. So I was doing everything I could. I was paying all the bills.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that I wasn't enough for her anymore. And then she had 2 jobs. She was going to school, and I wasn't growing fast enough for her. And she told me 60 different reasons that I could change. And then I begged her not to leave me. I told her I'd do a relationship counseling with her and everything.
Sure.
Then the next day I came home and she was just asleep. She left. So she had all packed up and she took off.
So you and David are staying in the house at this point.
Yep.
Was it right away that you started struggling, or was it a little bit after that?
I held on for about 2 weeks.
And then that's when you started struggling. And did you have a past of doing crack and stuff like that?
Before I met my wife, I did. I used to rob dope dealers all the time at gunpoint.
So you were clean for a while, and then this kind of set you off, and you started spiraling downhill.
I got my life right. I changed my whole life. Quit doing all the stupid stuff that I used to do. And tried to live a good, normal life.
Mm-hmm.
Not normal. Normal people couldn't do this. Only someone out of a movie could do this. Or a scary movie. Or some type of dream. She can't wake up from. Normal people don't kill their best friends for 18 years. Normal people don't stab people in the throat.
So I had gone over kind of what had happened last night. And you said, yeah, it was accurate to what you had told me. Was there anything that we didn't talk about yet? Anything that got left out?
No.
The only other question I have is David's phone. Did you take his phone as well?
No.
Do you know where that's at?
Or actually, yeah. It was on the thing. And I put it in a bag with bloody clothes or whatever, and I dumped that too in the trash.
Okay.
All right, we're going to step out for a second. Be able to talk to other partners out there, but somebody will be back with you in a second, okay?
George Yzaguirre's mental state was unraveling long before the killings. At the center of it was a personal rupture, his marriage collapsing. When his wife left, it wasn't processed as grief. It became a trigger, stripping away his last sense of stability. The first killing reflected that fracture, a minor confrontation that spiraled out of control, erupting into sudden, disproportionate violence. Days later, that instability escalated even further. The second killing was no longer personal. It was deliberate. To investigators, a pattern became clear. Emotional collapse, substance abuse, detachment from reality, and a rapid loss of restraint. But when the case headed towards the courtroom, it took another tragic turn. After his arrest, George Yzaguirre never went to trial. He pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and felony murder, sparing the victims' families a prolonged courtroom battle. In October 2020, a Kent County judge sentenced him to life in prison. During sentencing, the judge delivered a blunt assessment, calling Yzaguirre clearly a monster, citing the brutality of the crimes and the complete absence of justification. Less than a year later, while in the custody of the Michigan Department of Corrections, Yzaguirre was found dead. On May 16, 2021, his death was ruled an apparent, self-inflicted annihilation.